What's up guys, not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video. Today we are here to do a list of my most anticipated movies of 2019. This year is really close to an end. I know we are still in November, but only 1 month left and 2018 is finished. And as a big moviegoer, I'm here to list my top most anticipated movies of 2019. Maybe you're gonna be surprised, but there's no superhero movies on this list just because I'm excited for all of them. That means Avengers for Captain Marvel, Spider-Man Far From Home, Joker, Shazam. Okay, I'm honestly not really excited for Dark Phoenix and New Mutants because I don't believe those movies are actually gonna come out. They are delaying. We got a trailer and delayed again. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. So there's no superhero movies on that list, but there's 10 movies. But before I start with my super duper list, if it is, I don't know, maybe you're gonna agree, maybe not, you should like and subscribe, leave a comment with your most anticipated movies of 2019 and we will be happy, and let's talk down there in the comments. And now let's begin with the list. First one on my list, and yes, one thing before I start the list, there is no particular order. It doesn't mean that the first one is my most anticipated movie or anything, just they are in some random order and there's 10 of them. Anyway, my first one on the list is Star Wars Episode 9. As somebody who is a casual fan of Star Wars and do enjoy movies, I am really interested to see how this Skywalker saga is gonna end. J.J. Abrams is back directing, and I know there was a big backlash and controversy about Star Wars The Last Jedi. I really enjoyed it because they did something different, and I don't get why are people like, the Force doesn't work like that, this doesn't work like that. How the hell do you know? Filmmaking is something that is really creative, and directors, writers, producers can do actually pretty much whatever they want. Even if there's some source material, they can twist it and change it to make it more interesting. And that's the thing they did with The Last Jedi. I think Rian Johnson did an amazing job. So I'm really excited how this saga is gonna end. Next one on my list is actually a movie that I wasn't even putting on the list before the trailer dropped. As a huge fan of Pokemon, I was never expecting that Detective Pikachu is gonna be on my list. Just the trailer is unbelievable. The casting of Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is unbelievable. The Pokemons look unbelievable. Yes, I am using unbelievable all the time. But yeah, it was so out of nowhere. Even though I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, that was my childhood from the beginning, but I've never played Detective Pikachu game, but this looks so interesting, so funny, different, and yeah, Detective Pikachu is on my list. The third movie on my list shouldn't be on the list, but because my country decided, or I don't know, producers or studio decided that they're not gonna release this movie this year, Creed 2. I don't know why this movie is not coming out this year. In the beginning of October, there was still Creed 2 happening and releasing like the same week that it did in US, that was previous week or this week. Anyway, they decided to delay it in my country to February 2019. I was so upset, I was so looking forward, I was ready to see Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, freaking Sylvester Stallone versus Dolph Lundgren. Once again, people are saying that the movie is awesome, really great continuation of the story, but I will have to wait for 4 freaking more months because I don't know why. I really don't, and this movie shouldn't be on my list, but it is. Fourth movie, I don't know how many people know about that this is actually coming out, is Gemini Man, I don't know. It's a new movie from director Ang Lee. If you don't know, he is amazing. Like he did, what is it, Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger, or is it the way around? Then he did Brokeback Mountain, he did Life of Pi, and anything he does, I'm really interested in. He got an amazing cast assembled. Will Smith, Clive Owen, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I don't know what this movie is actually about, but Ang Lee is attached. Will Smith, I really like. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is amazing. So yeah, the combination of director and actors and actresses that he assembled together, I think this could be really interesting, even though I don't know what it's about. Fifth one on my list is Pet Cemetery. Before I say anything about it, I have never read the novel and I have never seen the first original movie, if there is an original movie. I think it is. Correct me in the comments down below if it is. Anyway, the trailer dropped 1 month, 2 months ago, and I was stunned. It looks great. Jason Clarke is in it. I really like how creepy it is with kids walking through the woods with some cat-looking masks. I don't know anything about this movie. I love horror, so I'm really interested to see what this movie actually is. And because we are now like in the era of horror, great horror, not cheesy horror, just look at this year. Hereditary, A Quiet Place, Halloween was really good. The Nun not so much, but the renaissance of horror is like right now, and I'm really excited to see what Pet Sematary is gonna bring to us. Next one is a big blockbuster that I really enjoyed the first one, and this is one of the universes that actually, beside Marvel MCU, kinda works. Well, it's still in the beginnings, but Godzilla, King of the Monsters, looks incredible. Just incredible. The trailer from Comic-Con they dropped was breathtaking. It looks so epic, dramatic. Millie Bobby Brown, you've got Godzilla, you've got all the other monsters that I really don't know, the weird looking butterfly thing, the three-headed snake, I don't know, Hydra or whatever that is. It looks big, awesome, great scope, like huge, and great cast behind it. Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, Ken Watanabe, I think is in it, O'Shea Jackson Jr. I mean, this is great. And the first Godzilla I really enjoyed, not the one with Matthew Broderick, the first Godzilla that the guy who directed Rogue One directed that one. Tell me in the comments down below. I think it was interesting. Not really much of Godzilla except the last act, and I really appreciated it. It was more from the aspect of human, and it was good. And I really like Kong Skull Island, so this monsterverse is building up to something great, and they're already announced the movie Kong versus Godzilla, casting, I don't know, Alexander Skarsgård, there are many others, so yeah, I'm really excited for this one, and I think it's gonna be huge. Next one on my list is John Wick 3. Keanu Reeves started this franchise in 2014. Correct me again. Correct me a lot in the comments down below. But this is a character that it's becoming like a legend in action movies. Even though the franchise is only 4 years old, John Wick, the style, the way this movie is directed and crafted, the whole action sequences that you can see that Keanu Reeves did everything, the whole stunt delivery from everybody. Chad Stahelski as a director, I think, you can see that he was in the stunt world and how he directs movies with his... The first one was co-directed with the guy who did Deadpool 2. Don't know the name, again, sorry, I'm not the best with the names, but John Wick, the first one was awesome, the second one was awesome, and that's a hard thing to do when you've got... If first movie is really good, of course, for the second one, everyone has a great, big expectations, and a lot of times you're like, yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good. But the second one was good, the third one, you've got the picture, Keanu Reeves on the horse as John Wick. It's gonna be great. Eighth one is pretty much obvious. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the new movie from Quentin Tarantino. He assembled a cast of huge names. I don't know the story, the real story behind this movie. I don't know anything about the murders that happened and what this movie's actually about. I'm gonna do some research before the movie comes out, but I don't want to know too much, because then I am like, I know too much and I know how the movie's gonna end or go. But it's Quentin Tarantino, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. The cast, Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, all the cast that are always with Quentin Tarantino in his movies, except surprisingly there is no Samuel L. Jackson in it. He's pretty much in 90% of his movies, but in this one maybe he has a surprising cameo, who knows. But yeah, I'm so excited. I really like the way he does his movies, always really gritty, a lot of dialogue that is really good, and no character is just useless or just there because he has to be there. Everything has a meaning, and yeah, I'm really excited for that movie. This movie is probably my most anticipated movie beside Avengers 4 that is not on this list. Like I said at the beginning, it's The Lion King. The trailer dropped 2 days ago, and Lion King is my childhood. I watched that movie so many times. I know not everyone is gonna agree with me, but The Lion King is the best Disney movie ever. It is in my top 5, if not top 3 movies ever made. Like, it's just the best. And I don't care if this is a total shot-by-shot remake. It looks gorgeous. It looks unbelievable, so realistic. I know people are like, is this a really live action? It's only CGI. I don't effing care. I really don't. This looks unbelievable. Jon Favreau is once again directing a live action remake. He did Jungle Book, and he is awesome with those type of movies, and he's awesome in everything he's in it, or if he's involved in, like, amazing. So the cast, they got James Earl Jones back. I'm the only thing that I'm sad about, there's no Jeremy Irons, but Chiwetel Ejiofor, I probably mispronounced his name, is gonna play Scar. But yeah, the cast, you've got Beyonce, you've got Donald Glover, you've got Seth Rogen, you've got Billy Eichner, John Oliver as Zazu. I mean, it's unbelievable, and like I said, if it's shot by shot, I don't care. And the last and 10th movie on this list is Glass, coming out really soon, actually in January, I think. This is a 3rd movie in the unexpected franchise, Unbreakable franchise by M. Night Shyamalan. And I know M. Night is hit or miss. He's got really good movies and really bad movies. I don't know if there's a movie that he directed that's like in the middle. Unbreakable, awesome, but Split. I am still upset that James McAvoy was not nominated for an Oscar that year, because Split was... you can look up my top 10 movies of that year. Split was probably my 2nd or 3rd best movie of that year. I mean, the way that he portrayed so many different characters, and it's believable and creepy, and the whole twist at the end. I'm really interested to what the twist is gonna be there, because M. Night and twists, like, they're in every single movie of his. So, of course, excited. And you've got Samuel L. Jackson back as Mr. Glass. You've got Bruce Willis back. You've got James McAvoy back. You've got Anna Taylor-Joy back. You've got additional cast as Sarah Paulson. Amazing. I mean, I hope this is good. I really do hope. But because of his record, like good, really bad, I hope he is back again, or like he did with Split, because he was gone for quite a while, but Split was just unbelievable, so I'm really excited for Glass. So that was my list of my most anticipated movies. Share yours in the comments down below, and like I said at the beginning, I'm really excited for all the superhero movies. They're just not on this list, because why would I put them on if they're pretty much all on? Anyway, you have to like, I don't know, you don't need to, but I would really appreciate it. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and the support lately was unbelievable. I adore everyone, every single one of you, and I know YouTubers say that a lot, but I will as well. And if you enjoyed this video, like I said, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, share this video all over the place, click that bell icon to get notified when I upload, and I see you next time.